If you've ever worked in retail, you'll know it's not always rainbows and sunshine, and the customer isn't always right. But it's the unforgettable scenes that make for the best water cooler tales, and this one still makes me grin. It was a typical Thursday at Denim Haven, our bustling clothing store known for a wide variety of jeans, where I was a sales associate. The day was already half over, and aside from the usual hiccups, returns without receipts, missing price tags, the works, it had been business as usual. That is, until Mr. Thundercloud walked in. His entrance was as unassuming as any other customers, scanning the store with a slight frown of concentration, pushing through the crowd to find his perfect pair of pants. He finally chose a stack of jeans and approached the counter, the storm brewing in his eyes not quite apparent yet. Being the diligent employee I was, I followed our typical checkout procedure. After scanning his choices, I requested his email address to send the receipt. That's when it started. He gave me a look that I can only describe as a mix of confusion and indignation. "Why do you need my email?" he barked. I calmly explained that it was just for receipt purposes and mentioned our company's policy of never sharing customer details with third parties. His knuckles turned white as he gripped the counter. "No, I don't want any spam," he spat out, the first few droplets of the impending storm. I reassured him once again that his email would only be used for sending the receipt, but his patience had already evaporated. His face reddened, his voice became louder, and his words, now slurred with anger, echoed through the store. The rumbling thundercloud had turned into a full-blown tempest. People around started to take notice. There was a hush, then whispers. The everyday buzz of chatter, laughter, and the soft background music suddenly faded into an uncomfortable silence. The other customers watched with a mix of shock and intrigue. The pinnacle of this spectacle, however, was yet to come. "Keep the pants!" he bellowed, taking all of us by surprise. And with an agility I didn't expect, he flung the stack of jeans he had brought to the counter directly at me. The neatly folded pants took flight, whirling through the air before descending like denim confetti. And just like that, the storm passed. Mr. Thundercloud, his anger seemingly spent, huffed out of the store, leaving behind a stunned silence and a messy pile of jeans. I stood there, pants scattered around me, as everyone in the store gaped. Then, breaking the silence, a snort of laughter erupted from the back of the crowd. Soon, the entire store was engulfed in waves of laughter. For a moment, I was the unwilling center of a comedy act one hadn't signed up for, but even I couldn't help but chuckle. Gathering the scattered jeans, I felt the tension in the room dissolve. And as I stacked the last pair back onto the counter, I couldn't help but wonder, is there a better tale to tell from behind a retail counter? A neural narration story.